What's up, everyone, and welcome back to the MMA Insight. Sean O'Malley reacted to the rumors about a potential fight with Song Yadong. He said he hasn't spoken with the UFC about it, but he's open to the matchup and would be down to make it happen.
Everyone and their grandmother is sending me the screenshots of Song Yadong versus Suga December 6th. People are saying, yo, that's congrats, when does fight camp start? All this and that. I'm assuming it started because someone sent me, I think Garrett showed me or Tim showed me, there was a, when the fights were in China, Song took a picture with Merab and said, I'll see you, he's fighting me next or whatever. To be honest, I don't know what the plan is. There's nothing official on my side. I haven't talked to UFC specifically on who, when, and where. Song seems like a great next opponent though. I mean, it makes sense. I like the matchup. That seems good. As far as the date goes, December, January, February, and November, I'm ready to go. Call me next week. And I'll probably say that's too short notice. But I do like the matchup. Makes sense. I'm healthy. I'm feeling good. I'm training like a mop. And yeah, again, I like that matchup a lot. So me versus Song, that's what's next. Hell yeah.
And before we continue, make sure to leave a like on the video to help support the channel. Gilbert Burns thinks Reinier de Ridder is the toughest matchup for Khamzat Chimaev in the middleweight division, but that's not all. Burns explained that RDR's elite grappling style and tricky ground game could give Khamzat real problems, making him a far tougher challenge than most fans might expect.
Well, you fought already against Khamzat. Yeah, we think or we hope that RDR will be doing that also soon. What's, in your opinion, the key for him to win that fight?
I think from the whole division, I think he's the one that has more chance. The whole division, I actually had in my channel, I have a big channel in Brazil. I was talking to Chimaev's coach, jiu-jitsu coach. We fought before, and I asked, who do you think is the hardest fight? And then I said, I'm gonna tell you. But they didn't tell me, and then he said, who you think? I think it's RDR. And then he said, me too, I think it's RDR. I have all RDR videos. He already said, I watch everything already. I think he can win. I think his jiu-jitsu is high level. I trained him a couple of times. He's very good, very long, very big. I don't know how he make middleweight. He's huge.
Khamzat Chimaev was gifted a brand new Ferrari. With Gene Silva, Caio Baralho, Mauricio Ruffy, and Carlos Prates all recently taking their first losses in the UFC, a lot of critics have been saying the fighting nerds got fraud checked. But listen to this. On the Believe You Me podcast, Michael Bisping pushed back on that whole narrative. He explained why he doesn't see it that way at all, saying setbacks like these don't erase the talent or potential of the team. Instead, he believes losses are part of the fight game and shouldn't be blown out of proportion.
I'm glad you brought that up because I'm seeing a lot of people, this is a popular term that gets thrown around the kids these days, that the fighting nerd just got fraud checked.
Fraud checked, yeah.
Fraud checked. Yeah. They did not get fraud checked, okay? Caio Baralho made a really big error in being the backup fighter and then still fighting Imavov a few weeks later. And I think that cost him in his explosivity and his freshness and his reflexes. It just did. However, he was beaten by Imavov that looked ridiculously good. His boxing was phenomenal. And he lost a number one contender matchup. Mauricio Ruffy, all right, to be fair, got ragdolled by Benoit Saint-Denis. But Benoit Saint-Denis was on fire. Stylistically a tough matchup. He executed it perfectly. He set it up with the strikes and then to the wrestling and then choked him out in the second round. But Benoit Saint-Denis is a monster, okay? Ruffy's unreal. And then, of course, Saturday night, Lopez goes up against Diego Silva, as Diego Lopez, as you just said, just fought Volkanovski for the belt. There's no shame in that. That's how you learn. That's how you grow. That's how you improve as a fighter. That's how you gain experience and you come back and become better.
Robert Whitaker thinks Nasruddin Imavov deserves the next middleweight title shot against Khamzat Chimaev, no matter what happens in the fight between Reinier de Ridder and Brendan Allen.
You changed my mind. Imavov is 100% worthy of the next title shot, regardless of what happens with RDR and
Really? Okay.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think so. Imavov's track record has just been stellar, and his last fight was outstanding to see. I think he deserves a shot. I think my perspective was kind of skewed though because of how behind the UFC got with RDR when Chimaev won the belt. Like they brought him into the octagon. Didn't they? Oh no.
No, that was an RDR.
No.
That was an RDR. Yeah.
But
They had the camera on him.
The camera on him. They were talking about it.
Yes.
The commentators, like in the ring, was talking about RDR and highlighted him as the next title shot holder. So, like, I think that skewed my opinion on it. But after reading the comments and you know, paying attention to the talk, Imavov's 100% deserves it. His track record is great. His last few fights, he's only fought high caliber, top 10, top 5 guys only. And I think he deserves it.
The back and forth between Ilia Topuria and Terence Crawford is heating up again. Crawford went on the Ariel Helwani Show yesterday and made it clear he's not interested in fighting Topuria. He said straight up that Ilia is nowhere near the level of Conor McGregor. But listen to this. This only adds more fuel to their rivalry, and fans are already split on whether Crawford is shutting the door or just stirring the pot.
Honestly, you walking out to his song, did you not know that was the song he always walks out to?
To be honest, I never even seen this dude fight. I'm not worried about that guy at all. I didn't even know who he was. When he seen me at the UFC, he came up and shake my hand saying, "What's up?" to me. I didn't even know who he was, you know, but then I see him online talking about he knocked me out in the first round and this and that and this. Well, if you wanted to fight me, you had the opportunity to tell me like, "Hey man, I want to fight you. What's up?" Like, that's fate. You know, if I don't like somebody, if I want to fight them, for whatever reason, I would have been like, "Hey, what's up, man? What you think about me and you fighting?" I'm not gonna go hide behind the keyboard and things like that and then be like, "Oh, I knocked this dude out, this and that and this."
Do you think he actually wants to fight you, or do you think, as the kids would say, he's just trying to clout chase?
I definitely think he's trying to clout chase. I think he'll definitely get in the ring with for the right check. I don't know what. I don't know what do you think of this way? You know, I will. Ain't even nothing to talk about.
Do you, now that this has become a thing and you see the interest, you have interest in fighting him?
So what?
Money.
What money would I get out of fighting him?
Well, I know Floyd made a lot, obviously, to fight Conor.
He's not nowhere near on the level of Conor McGregor. Don't ever compare him to Conor. Conor was here. He's here. Like I said, I don't know this guy. I never seen this guy fight. And I watch a lot of MMA, you know what I mean? Maybe, you know what I mean? I'm slipping. Maybe he's a good fighter, you know what I mean? I don't know. But I honestly never seen this guy fight. Tell that guy to, you know, keep up the good work in his career. I wish him the best. Yes.
Ilia Topuria fired back via X. He said, "You say you're an MMA fan, but you don't even know who I am. Interesting. The first time we met, you told me, good luck this week with your fight. Your memory fails you, and soon your chin will too. I'll represent the entire MMA community pound for pound #1 in real fights versus the pound for pound boxer." He followed up with this clip and wrote, "You're literally an idiot."
Have you seen Topuria? Have you seen his fights recently?
Yeah, but I don't know, man.
2 new fights have officially been added to UFC 322. The same card where Islam Makhachev will be moving up to welterweight to challenge Jack Della Maddalena for the title. In the main event, Nickal is set to face Rodolfo Vieira. There had been rumors about this matchup all month, but now it's locked in. Nickal will look to bounce back after his recent TKO loss to Reinier de Ridder, while Vieira enters off a unanimous decision win against Tresean Gore. Also added to the card, Gregory Rodrigues will meet Roman Kopylov. Rodrigues is coming off a huge first-round knockout over Jack Hermansson, while Kopylov is looking to rebound after dropping a unanimous decision to Paulo Costa at UFC 318. And And that's going to wrap it up for the news. Thanks for watching. For daily MMA news and content, subscribe to MMA Analysts and click the bell icon to be notified when we post videos. Here are the 3 top comments from last video. The first one from Chris Breeze 8875. People need to stop talking about the Raja situation already. It's f***ing annoying if he hasn't been locked up. Chances are he isn't. The second one from Robert Jones 9275 says, I'm gonna talk about Conor. Glad he's sober and doing something patriotic. Hope he wins. And the last one is from Sigmon M3P says, Conor would have won being president if it was 2016 or 2017, but he's a complete joke now. Those were the top comments from last video. If you want to be featured in the next one, all you have to do is comment down below. And if you missed yesterday's news, click the video on screen right now to get caught up. See you in the next video.